What's going on, everybody? This is Jess from InkLink. Just wanted to hop on here real quick and talk about something that is super important that we've been starting to do more and more for the shops that we're working with, and that is building a client list if they're not already doing that. And the reason this is so important, it can really be game changing for a shop if they're not already doing this, is the amount of things you can do with a list of the past clients that have come into your shop. Now, for an example, we started running a text campaign for a shop we just started working with, and in less than 2 days, they got 49 consultation requests just from sending out one text with a promotion for 10% off to any past clients. Now, if you're looking to keep yourself or your artist more busy, 49 consultation requests is pretty amazing in 2 days. There's not a lot of paid advertising you can do to get you that kind of results. And the best part is it's practically free. You just need some kind of software. So what we're gonna do is go over the process of building a list, how to use it, all the cool things you can do. And we'll actually be giving you stuff you can implement in your studio starting today to get this to work for you. And it really doesn't matter if you're a single artist studio or if you are a shop owner with 15 plus artists. This works for everybody. Everyone should be doing it. It is hands down one of the best ways to get more people in your doors. So first, let's go over all the things you can do with a past client list. One is what we do, promote some kind of a special to get somebody back in the studio to come get another tattoo. And I like to do this over text versus email. If you look at my personal email box, I probably have 20,000 unread emails from the last 5 years. There's a very good chance if you send me an email, it's either going to get buried, or I'm just not gonna read it when I'm trying to look at everything else. And people are much more wary of emails coming in. You can get hit by a spam blocker. There's just too many variables that makes email not as successful as it was 5 years ago. Now texts, you text me, I'm gonna see that in 30 minutes. And so is the majority of anybody that has a phone. We're addicted to them. So text over email every day of the week. Some of the cool things you can do with text campaigns is the deals that we talked about. If you have a guest artist coming into town, you can promote them that way. Super easy way to book their schedule. If you have any kind of a flash event or any kind of event at all going on, it's a great way to promote it. And again, this is almost free. You just have to pay for the text and usually some software. If you're running Facebook or Google ads or even just boosting posts, you can actually take your past client list, upload it to Facebook or Instagram or even Google, and it can match people like your past clients to the ads you are showing. So instead of just showing your ads to everybody that lives in a radius, it will target the people that are the demographic you are already looking for automatically. And that makes your ads way more successful. And it's also a great way to ask for reviews. You already have that person's information. Why not reach out to them via text, or what we do is an automated text saying, hey, thank you for coming into ABC Tattoo Shop. If you're happy with your work, please click the link below, leave us a Google review. The easiest way to get more Google reviews and make sure people are actually seeing it. I know a lot of shop owners want their artists to ask for them. Artists forget. It's just not their highest priority. So this is an automated way to do it where you literally have to do nothing. The texts just send out by themselves. And it's also just a great way to stay in touch with past clients, let them know about stuff. I mean, most people, if they've had a good experience at your shop with your artist or yourself, they like you, they enjoy hearing from you. You know, we're not trying to blow these people up with 5 texts a week for the foreseeable future. We're sending these people 1 to 2 texts every 6 weeks, every month to 6 weeks at max. So it's not an annoying thing, it's not an invasive thing. It just shows them that you're still there and you care and you want them to know what's going on. All right, let's talk about how easy it is for tattoo shops to build a clientele list. You know how everybody has to fill out a waiver or consent form before they get tattooed? That is how you build your list. Like, tattoo shops have the easiest industry on the planet to build a clientele list because people have to sign a consent form before they get tattooed. Now, if you're still doing this on paper, this obviously gets a little more tricky. Move to an online waiver. It's worth its weight in gold. I know there might be a couple dollars a month. When we start working with a client, we build out a custom waiver that they just go to a link and anybody can use it. And then all that information gets stored and put into a system. And that's how you build a client list. Like, if you're a bigger, busy shop, you can get well over 1,000 people on your past client list in a single year. And to put that in perspective, how we got those 49 consultations in less than 2 days for the shop we started working with, they had a little over 700 people. So if you could get 1,000, which is easy for a shop that's bigger, that's game changing. If you're still using paper forms, again, switch over to some kind of digital form. I guarantee you, like I said, worth its weight in gold. but still go back the last year to 18 months and have yourself, your wife, your husband, an apprentice take all those forms, get the first name off them, the email address, might as well have it, and the phone number, and put it into a spreadsheet. Again, worth its weight in gold. I mean, if not, you're honestly just throwing away money, so it's worth the time to do it. All right, now let's talk about actually doing the text campaigns. There's a handful of softwares out there that can do it. We use a software called Go High Level. Anytime we work with a shop, we build out their account in there because it's a system we use for their landing pages, for their text automations, for just about everything. But pretty much any software you use is going to be better than nothing. The only requirement you really need is to make sure you can upload the list you currently have to it, and to make sure you can pick an area code that is in the area code you're working in. Don't send this from 888 numbers or 800 numbers. It looks super fishy, it looks like spam. Send it from a local number. And also make sure when somebody replies to that, it can be forwarded to your actual phone. That's important. If it doesn't do that, you need to find a different software. But usually softwares are only going to cost $20, $30 a month. Plus you pay for the texts, which I think for 900 texts, it was like $15, maybe less than that. So if you can't spend $35 for 49 consultation requests, I'm sorry, you're out of luck. When you are sending out these text messages, make sure they're personalized. Any software is going to let you put a first name in brackets, which will automatically place that past client's first name in there. So, hey, John, this is ABC Tattoo Studio. We're just reaching out to all our past clients, letting them know how much we appreciate them. So if they come get tattooed in the month of May, we're giving them 10% off. If you're interested in this, just reply yes. And then just make sure on that first text you send over, at the bottom it says, if you don't want to hear from us again or any of our future specials or guest artists, reply stop to unsubscribe. The whole point is to just make this personalized. You don't want it to sound like it's coming from an automated system. You don't want it to sound like it's coming from a robot. These are your past clients. You should care about them, and that should come through in the message that you write to them. Again, it doesn't have to be unique to every single person. It should be a mass text, but there should be some thought and feeling put into it versus just something that sounds like a robot wrote it. So Facebook and Instagram both are going to go through Facebook's Business Manager platform, or Meta Business Manager platform now. I don't know why I used air quotes there. That's what it's called. But if you go into that, there's a thing called audiences. Say create an audience. You can upload your client list, and then it'll ask you if you want to make a lookalike list. And what that's going to do is take that client list that you have, see all the things these people have in common, and then when you run an ad, it will match it to other people that have the same things in common. Things like liking tattoos, getting tattoos recently. You can even go in there and say, hey, if you're like a specialty artist, you know, that works even better, because if you're doing some kind of like horror tattoos, you know, you want to be shown to people that are interested in that. You can also do this on Google, and it's extremely powerful and takes out pretty much all the learning process, which if you've run Google Ads, know can take quite a while. The problem with that is you have to have spent at least $50,000 in your Google Ads account before you can upload a client list, which is absolutely insane. I'm not quite sure why they decided to do that when Meta and Instagram, you don't need to, but unfortunately that's how it is with Google. So if you spend over 50 grand, highly recommend it. If not, it is what it is. So to kind of summarize everything, building a past client list that is in a digital form that you can actually use, super beneficial, super important, and almost free. I mean, it is one of the cheapest ways to market yourself, and you get some of the best results out of it. There's so many things you can do with it, and considering someone already has to fill out a waiver, there's no reason not to. If you're not taking advantage of this, you are literally just letting money and clients slip through your hands. So jump into the App Store on your phone or your iPad. There's a ton of different apps you can use. We use a system called Go High Level, and that works really well because that does everything that I've mentioned, and it's what we set up all our clients on. So seriously, if you want more clients in your door, you're not booked out as far as you want to be, this is the easiest step you can take to start changing that. If you have any questions at all, feel free to reach out to us. We're here to help, and hope you guys have a great day.